And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone. I am meteorologist Shelden checking in with a quick look at your outlook for the day today, as well as what we're expecting for the rest of this week. So as things are shaping up before sunrise this morning, not really seeing a whole lot out there. Some thin wispy clouds moving through the atmosphere. That's about it. Let's take a look at what temperatures you can expect around the region. Now, going into about lunchtime, we're going to see 61. So today's temperatures will be very similar to yesterday's. Unless you're down in the southeast corner of the area, you can see Childress already getting up into the 70s. So you'll see right here, 70 here in Amarillo. You'll start to see 50s up towards kind of the northwestern parts of the area, but you start to move southeast, you're going to see those highs getting close to, if not getting up to, the 80-degree mark. So it's certainly going to be a pretty spring-like day out there without a doubt. Dropping down into the 50s and 40s in the overnight hours, and then getting down, ultimately down to about 34 degrees, with some places perhaps getting down into the 20s, which is kind of right around where we should be for this time of year. But looking at our main focus of the forecast today is a red flag warning. You'll notice for the entire region for some pretty blustery conditions. This will be until Tuesday evening. Kind of a little bit later here in the central part of the Texas Panhandle rather than, like, say, eastern New Mexico, where it'll be in effect until about 6 o'clock New Mexico time. Looking at those winds, unfortunately, more of the area will see those stout winds today. We're going to see 20 to 30 mile an hour wind speeds for most of the region, with gusts upwards of only about 40 degrees or so. So thankfully not quite as bad as what we saw earlier this week. But you'll notice here, 20 to 30 miles an hour as we start out the day going in the afternoon. But by the early evening hours, right around sundown, you'll see those wind speeds finally start to relax just a little bit. We'll see them drop down into the single digits overnight. They'll pick up a little bit tomorrow, as you'll see a bit of a parity there in parts of the region. As some places will see southeast winds, some places will see southwest winds. Now, this is one of our main driving factors with that fire danger today. As we saw the high winds already and the warm temperatures, look how low those relative humidity values get, down into the single digits. That's why we're tracking that critical fire danger. Thankfully, they do rebound somewhat in the overnight hours. Looking at your high definition model run, overall nothing really too noteworthy in the forecast for today. We're going to see some increasing cloud cover overnight. Going into tomorrow, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies by Wednesday morning, and then you'll see right there clearing off somewhat as we go on into the evening and hours of late. Looking at your next weather maker, this look ahead to Thursday, where rain and or snow will be possible for parts of the region. Looking at your extended range high definition model run, going into Thursday, as soon as possibly Thursday afternoon, early afternoon hours, you'll see maybe that rain-snow mixture in the west-northwestern parts of the area becoming a little more robust and widespread going into Thursday night. Now, this one does show snow as the primary form of precipitation. This is because a cold front's going to be working its way through. If that cold front stays a little further north, areas to the south of that will be seeing more rain than anything else. But here's the thing, if you find yourself on the north side of that front, you're more than likely going to be seeing a little bit of snow. So we're going to watch that very carefully. Now, as of right now, we're pretty confident that we're going to see some form of precipitation. It's which form that precipitation is going to fall that still needs to be determined, and how much of it is going to fall. So for today, 70 degrees. It's going to be dry. It's going to be blustery out there. 68 with mostly cloudy skies for your Wednesday. There's that 40% chance with a high of only about 55 for Thursday. And then we'll spend most of the weekend in the 50s, getting into the 60s and 70s by the early parts of next week.